Hey Story Explorers! Welcome to the very first episode of Story Explore. Today, we're starting a journey into incredible stories from all over the world. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to be amazed. Alright, let's dive into our first story. It takes us back to a time when the earth was young and mountains held ancient secrets. In this land, not yet given a name, lived a man named Keo. Now, Keo wasn't your average person. According to the famous storyteller Ferdowsi, Keo was the very first king. Forget fancy castles. Keo wore a leopard skin dress and ruled with kindness, living peacefully in the mountains with his people. They worshipped one god and lived happily under his reign. Keo had a son named Siamak, destined to follow in his father's footsteps. But trouble loomed. An evil demon named Ahriman, filled with jealousy of Keo's power, plotted to take over the kingdom. Ahriman had a monstrous son who shared his wickedness. One day, a celestial messenger named Sarush, disguised as a fairy, warned Keo of the coming attack. Unfazed, the brave Siamak gathered an army and marched to face Ahriman. Think of a massive battle, but way cooler because imagine fighting alongside fairies. Sadly, Ahriman's forces were too strong. Siamak fell in battle, and Ahriman's son committed a cruel act. Grief overwhelmed Keo and his people. They mourned for a full year, the mood heavy with sadness. Then, Sarush reappeared, urging Keo to seek revenge. But age had taken its toll, so Keo entrusted the task to his grandson, the son of the late Siamak, Hugo. This young man wasn't going to mess around. Forget knights on horses, Hugo built an army unlike any other. Imagine humans, fairies, tigers, and lions fighting side by side. This incredible army crushed Ahriman's forces and captured the demon, bringing peace back to the kingdom. Keo's reign lasted for 30 glorious years. His people lived comfortably and safely. When Keo passed away, Hugo took the throne. He called himself the ruler of 7 lands and vowed to uphold justice. He was a king of action. Hugo discovered iron and used it to make powerful tools and weapons, making his people stronger. He also built irrigation systems, bringing water to dry lands and allowing them to grow crops. Hugo actually discovered fire by accident. While battling a snake, he smashed a stone against iron ore, creating a spark, and boom, fire. He saw this as a gift and used it to bring warmth and light to his people. They even celebrated this discovery with a special festival. Hugo also helped people raise animals like cows and sheep, separating them from wild animals. He showed them how to use these animals for farming and clothing. After a reign of 40 years filled with good deeds, Hugo left behind a legacy of a prosperous kingdom. Following Hugo was King Tom, a man determined to rid the world of evil. He used the sheep wool from Hugo's time to make comfortable clothes and stylish carpets. He even tamed birds for hunting and companionship. But Tom didn't stop there. He captured demons and forced them to teach his people to read and write. Tom's reign lasted for 30 years, marked by advancements in knowledge and a stronger society. His son, Jamshid, would take over next, leading the kingdom into a brand new era. Buckle up, because things are about to get legendary. This epic story comes from one of the greatest books of tales ever written, the Shahnameh. If you're interested in myths and legends, definitely check it out. What did you all think of this story? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want to hear more epic tales, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time, Story Explorers.